Howdy guys, welcome back to my second official fragrance review. This fragrance is definitely not going to be as crowd friendly as the last fragrance as far as the general population. Obviously in the fragrance community this is a loved fragrance, but yeah, this is probably in my opinion not going to be as blind buy worthy as my last review, aka my first review. So this is Lattafa Oud For Glory. Let me just get basic information out the way. So brand is Lattafa, model is Oud For Glory, year is 2020 is when it was released. Type is an amber woody. Gender unisex. In my opinion, it leans more masculine. Season, I'd say the best seasons to wear this, cooler weather, so fall and winter. The concentration is EDP. This is a clone of Oud For Greatness by Initio Parfums. Let's get to the notes. Disclaimer, my first review on Al Haramain Detour Noir, I did list the wrong notes. I looked via Fragrantica and a few other websites and they were all incorrect, so I did have a viewer correct me on the notes. I'll list those notes in the description section on my last video on Al Haramain Detour Noir. I don't know why Fragrantica did that, but they've done it several times where they've put incorrect notes. Bottle design is nice. It's heavy. It is reminiscent of Initio For Greatness because of the design. You cannot grab this bottle by the cap, otherwise your fragrance is going to be on the floor. So just an FYI, it's not going to be like the fragrance I just reviewed. That thing was like pretty much glued on there. This one does not stay on as far as grabbing it from the cap. Now, as far as the Atomizer, as you can tell, the Atomizer is okay. I would say compared to the fragrance I just reviewed, the Detour Noir, this is not as good as that Atomizer. Sure, it's cool, it's got gold on it. I love gold! What's that movie reference? That's cool and all, but yeah, you've gotta squirt it a few times to get it going. And to some people, you've got to be careful because this is such a strong fragrance that if you accidentally overspray, then yeah, you're gonna definitely be radiating. Overall, Atomizer is okay. I would say it's a basic Atomizer. As far as the notes for Oud For Glory, top notes we have saffron, nutmeg, and lavender. Middle notes we have oud and patchouli. And base notes we have oud, patchouli, and musk. What I get when I first spray it on, I get a lot of oud and saffron. There is a little bit of lavender, it kind of comes in and out. But on the opening, yeah, I mainly get, as I'm smelling it right now, yeah, I definitely get a lot of oud and that saffron. Now, as it develops, after a few hours on skin, it does start to kind of change. What happens to my nose, the oud does kind of mellow out a little bit. Saffron is still there, but then the musk comes out with the patchouli. Definitely patchouli. I smell a lot of patchouli in this fragrance all the way until the end of the fragrance. Now, people have compared this to Baccarat Rouge. I would say to my nose, it is similar. So if I could explain it, it's like Baccarat Rouge in a room with burning incense. I would say similar, but definitely not a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540. After a few hours, so today I sprayed it on early at like 9:30 a.m. It's about 7:30 p.m. now, so about 9 hours. I do still smell it on my forearm. It is a skin scent at this point. I kind of just smell musk with a little bit of patchouli. For the most part, you're gonna smell a lot of patchouli, oud, and saffron throughout the life of this fragrance. Performance, longevity is gonna be, depends on the day, between 6 and 10 hours. As far as projection, I'd say 2 to 3 feet the first 2 hours or so, and then probably about a foot between 3 and 5 hours, and then a skin scent usually over 6 hours. Ciliage, I would say moderate to strong, depending on how your skin is. My skin, for some reason, just eats up these fragrances, so for me, I would say it's moderate, but I can definitely see how this fragrance could be very strong to a lot of people in their skin chemistry. Compliments, I have yet to get an unsolicited compliment. I may ask someone how it smells in the air, but Baccarat Rouge though, that does get me compliments. And by the way, ambergris is my favorite note of all time, so I will be doing a review in the future of molecule number 2, or if I can get some ambergris tinctures. I know that is a very polarizing note. Anything that has ambergris, I'm a sucker for. Thank you, Aventus. Thank you, Creed, for that. What this smells like, like I had mentioned earlier in the review, this is inspired by Initio Parfums Oud For Greatness. I have not put my nose on the original fragrance. Just from all the reviews I've read, this is close enough. Definitely inspired by that fragrance, but could that fragrance be inspired by Baccarat Rouge? Possibly. The alternative for this is Affinity Supremacy and Oud. I've seen prices range from $60 to $75 on eBay. It has gone up. It used to be about $40, $45 a couple months ago. So price and availability. For this, what you're looking at right now, is on average what I'm seeing on eBay is about $40. So to be safe, I would say between $40 and $60, depending on where you get it online. A lot of eBay sellers, like Max Aroma, Forever Luxe, some of these other big sellers on eBay, I've been buying fragrances from them for years, and they've always been good. Final thoughts on this fragrance. I like it. You know, I'm actually satisfied that I bought this fragrance. Would I buy it again? Yes, I would. It's unique enough that it does stand out, but it does have some reminiscence of one of my favorite fragrances, which is Baccarat Rouge. But I would say it's a more fun version of Baccarat Rouge, definitely more daring, more masculine. You kind of add that all together to my nose, and for the price, even better. From the presentation with the box to the actual bottle. Bottle is heavy. With the design, it's great. Even though I'm not one of those that I show off the bottles or anything. But let's say hypothetically I had to show off this bottle. You know, you can be kind of proud of this bottle. It's pretty awesome. Love the design between the bottle, the smell, the price, the performance is pretty good. Everything overall is pretty awesome. Like I mentioned, is a blind buy worthy? Not so much. I don't see it as mass appealing as, you know, your Aventuses or definitely your Sauvages or anything like that. But if you're into fragrances, definitely, you know, I would say it's worth a sniff, especially for the price. So like always, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Just press that like button. I mean, subscribing would be even cooler, but liking it takes like 1 second, and that helps get the video into the algorithm of YouTube, tube of the U. So that helps out, get the channel going, all that good stuff. Alright guys, off to the next one. See ya.